I'll have you know, I drove my personal best during the race.
Yeah, well, that's nice. I mean, and it wasn't it wasn't an insult. I mean, it's more like, yeah, don't expect a mega pace because the car is just still down on top speed, etc.
Car right.
Yeah, I'm just giving
Clear
you
on the
time.
right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be honored to take over.
Thanks, man. Much appreciated.
Last night when I logged off, I was gonna alternate with Cam and do 2 stints, and basically because we had our own incident, Joe basically came to the conclusion, he's like, I actually just enjoy turning laps here. He goes, I would enjoy just doing them. And I'm like, well, I don't enjoy turning laps here, so knock yourself out. So I ended up going to bed with the wife. So like I would feel good like getting another stint in just to contribute.
Yeah, thanks. But you never enjoyed driving over here, or just
No,
this time?
I don't know why. Like, I understand why people like this track. Like, I get
Yeah,
it.
likewise.
Yeah, I think I really enjoy hitting the same corner over and over and over and, like, finding that perfect maximum. Really trying to find the limit. And you can't do that here.
Nope.
You know? I don't think my driving style is the on-the-fly figuring it out, navigating it, and maybe I would benefit a lot from developing that skill set, but that's not my skill set.
No, I understand.
So
It's not mine either.
I don't want to be complainy. I don't want to say, "Oh, I hate that track." It's not like that. It's just it just doesn't gel with me, you know.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think the same goes for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I had fun. Well, not the crash, but I was starting to enjoy it. But yeah, my driving style is well basically what you described as well. Just focusing on a track and optimizing it in some way. And this goes down to somewhat of
Oh, pit setup.
driving.
Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. Oh, I got right on at the perfect time then.
Yep.
Boxing 10.
Absolutely.
I think
5.
the thing that robs the joy of it is
3,
because people are
2,
so good at this
1.
track.
Right here.
When everybody else is just always faster than you, it's just so demoralizing. Like you're doing good, you're doing better, and just nowhere near for other people.
Absolutely, yeah. Damn, I feel sore.
Yeah, sorry, bud. Oh, we got
No. I absolutely did it myself.
Let's see, is it worth taking 2 minutes optional? You have a 5-minute lead. I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 minutes of optional.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to the bathroom real quick then. Booby.
That's it, go.
back. Did you do the full 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
My logic was, I'm already kind of in danger in this car at this track. I might as well have the
Yeah.
best possible chance, you know what I mean?
I can fully understand that.
Plus, the guy's multiple minutes behind us even after the repairs. Like, if I lose that position, it's probably because I died, so I might as well.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I'm like in this very weird flow state right now. And I don't know if it's just because I'm relaxed and I don't care.
Yeah.
But the car feels like so easy to drive right now.
Yeah. Yeah. temperatures are a bit lower than you used to yesterday, of course. And I think the track was clean after the rain, and then it's not nicely rubbed in right now. I had the same experience when I just drove. The only thing was the lap times were not that great, but that's more like the engine was not fully recovered.
Yeah, I'm throttling it right now, and my delta bar is going in the red every every second.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah, but it said not all damage is repairable, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, man.
No, if anything, it just makes the car easier to drive for novice like me.
Yeah. Oh well.
Cam would love it. He loves slow cars.
I'm just really disappointed. The first, well, stint yesterday and the first stint in the wet were really good, and then yeah. I know it's the risk, but yeah, it still sucks. But I must say it was really nice to getting to know Joe and Cam and catching up with you again.
Yeah, agreed. That was definitely the best part.
Yeah.
Did you see how Tom crashed? Or I guess he told you.
He told me, yeah, but I didn't see it. He said he clipped the curb, but...
Dude, he barely even looked at the curb. He did nothing wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just one of those absolute freak things. Like, I'm telling you, his tire barely even glanced it, and it just sent him flying. There was nothing he did wrong.
Yeah, that sucks.
I felt so bad for him. I'm like, poor guy's just gonna beat himself up for that. Because he was leading the race.
Ah, well, that's how it goes in a 24. You always get some kind of a moment.
Right side. Clear on the right.
If you really want to
Car
win,
right.
you just
Clear on the right.
need to reduce those kinds of moments, I guess.
Yeah, I think the team that's in P1 right now, I think they probably haven't crashed because they weren't
Correct.
exactly the fastest.
No, that's in my whole previous stint before this one, I was like 6 seconds faster than that guy. Every lap.
Yeah.
So even with a troubled engine. So can you imagine how off pace they were? Oh well, that's how it goes.
Well,
Credit to them.
to be fair, we should have been out of the race in the first 2 hours because we got away with one with Joe.
Oh yeah.
So lucky on that one.
DCR behind you.
Car on your left. Clear. Car on your left.
Yep.
Clear.
Obviously, I'm not battling people.
No, no, no.
So,
Joe and Cam are really nice. Really nice, nice guys.
yeah.
It was really a pleasure to have them both spotting. They're so calm and collective in their communication.
Not like me.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm joking. I'm just So, don't be startled when you see my laptop, okay?
No, I won't, man. I do appreciate that you're taking over. So it was me that that made the car worse. So I will be the last one commenting on that one.
Yeah, my laptop's pretty bad. Well, I guess you won't see this lap. My
Yeah, I
delta
know.
is 15 seconds off. It says predicted 9:35.
Okay.
Now, granted, I lifted a couple of times to let people through, but I don't exactly think that's what happened.
I told you the car's not really in a good place.
that TCR that's winning, it's a World of Race sponsored kid. That's a sim center.
Ah.
And he's 11 years old.
Oh, it's really?
Yep.
Cool.
He's 4.9K at 11 years old.
That brings some promises for the future. It's been raining over here for 2 days, just straight.
Man.
It's soaking wet outside.
Hey, does the word Ren mean race?
Ren?
Yeah, like Ren Square?
No, but it's in German. It's racing, I believe, but not in Dutch.
The raining for 2 days, like hard or light?
Oh, Ren. Oh, sorry. I said raining. Sorry. Yeah, it's my pronunciation. It's been raining here in Holland, the Netherlands, for 2 days.
Heavy or light?
It comes and goes, but it's heavy right now.
We had really nasty storms the last 4 weeks in a row on every single weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and we're getting another really nasty storm late night tonight. I was scared.
Okay.
We keep losing power. So I was worried I was gonna like disconnect in the
Oh
middle
really?
of the race.
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for cell phones so I can communicate.
So pickup team is participating in split
Left
3,
side,
one split
clear.
below. But they are running in second with the pickup, still going.
Left side.
That second.
Yeah.
Clear on the
Wow.
left.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad for them.
I definitely understand your reluctance to want to do that race. Especially in the rain, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not a specialist on this track. Definitely not with the pickup. So I hate it when I'm far off pace and in danger in the car. And now I fucked up here. Yeah, it's I don't feel any better, but
Dude, trust me, nobody cares. The only person that cares is you.
yeah, but still,
Yeah.
I think you can imagine how it feels.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Especially waiting for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not the nicest moment of the day. Ah well.
Almost couldn't stop the car.
Yeah, this is the corner where I crashed. I had just a tiny puddle on the middle of the track that unsettled my car, and I called tires with a full tank, and I was just a passenger. I couldn't do anything. It wiggled a bit, and I just went straight into the barrier.
Were you able to drive it or did you have to tow?
I was trying to drive, but I was missing a wheel, my left front, and the engine was completely, well, blowing smoke. So I had the idea. I was not, well, willing to crash into another participant. So that's why I towed. I was like, yeah, these few minutes.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah, I would feel really bad if I took someone else out as well.
Same. Nah, don't worry about it, man.
Well, I learned my lesson. The sad thing is, I was flying in the rain the last couple of laps. I was like 4 or 5 seconds quicker than the guys in front of me. So yeah, I had a false feeling of confidence. Yeah, and I think in the end, killed that is the thing that killed me. But I had like, oh, maybe I can make up for the time, and I had the idea that I was not really pushing over the limit, but yeah.
So our Sebring 12-hour race last year, I don't know what it was, but I was doing incredible in the rain. So we were outclassed. We were like, we should have been like a true running P6, right?
Yeah.
Well, when the rain hit, all of a sudden I was the fastest boy around. And we were like competing for the win now, right? So fast forward, like 6-7 hours, something like that, and the track dried up, and then it started to rain again, and now it's dried up again, and I have run every minute of the wet racing for the team because none of the other guys were like, yeah, we're not getting in, you're crushing it, you just keep going. And then we started getting to that point where everybody had switched to dries. It's really drying out now. Now it's starting to dry even more. And going through sunset, I was like, you know what? The dry line is following the really wide arcing outside line.
Yeah.
But the inside line's faster. So I was like, you know what? Every lap, I'm gonna put half a car length back to the inside.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start testing the inside. Well, I hit a puddle. And I was a passenger. I went flying. And so I took us from competing for the win to out. And it just so happened that weekend aligned with my my wife's birthday party. So the guys already knew that after a certain point I have to leave. So I literally crashed the car and had to leave.
And left. Yeah. Oh god.
So yeah, imagine how that felt.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a 24-hour race, but yeah. Especially leaving immediately after, like, all right, sorry guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Enjoy the next 6 hours.
Yeah, that must have. That felt awkward. I can imagine.
I think the only thing that got me out of it for free was the fact that everybody was terrified of driving in the wet, because it was when the rain first came out, right? So everybody was terrified of driving in the wet, and nobody wanted to. So they were kind of like, well, we probably would have died anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Really surprised. Wait, actually, did you end up hearing about Team Redline?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. On the one hand, you could say, yeah, well, they made use of their possibilities or something, and iRacing for itself should disable those possibilities. So they just, well, yeah. I can imagine they did it, but yeah, on the other hand, I can understand why iRacing said, yeah, okay, but this is not in the spirit of the rules. So get out. So yeah, I don't know. Both stories have their saying or something. I don't know. What do you think of it?
I am so happy that iRacing finally did something quasi during a race, because there is not a soul in Split 1 that doesn't understand that would never fucking happen in real life, ever.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So you did it with the sole intention of exploiting the game.
Yep.
And at that point, it's like, okay, we're not just using a mechanic. We are very knowledgeably exploiting.
Yeah, true that.
And while I won't consider it cheating, I will 100% consider it exploits. And
yep.
I don't feel like exploits should be condoned.
Yeah, but on the other hand, yeah, so I totally agree. So, but the other hand is, why didn't iRacing disable these kind of stuff? I mean, it's not like they found a really small detail somewhere in a hidden file or whatever. This was just, well, blatant, just going for a wet setup and then going to pit it. I mean, it feels like iRacing could have avoided this, but
Car right.
maybe I'm a bit too harsh on
Clear
iRacing.
on the
but,
right.
I definitely agree with you. But at the same time, you're also asking somebody else to be perfect
yeah, fair.
and to focus limited developer resources on things that don't move the product forward.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you, but it's a slippery slope when it's like when you literally have to be flawless. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine that I'm using a cheat engine. Perfectly fine that I found out that if I change my tire to this and that and this, and that I have 100% extra grip compared to everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I also like, to my understanding, and I might be wrong, to my understanding, they didn't actually officially disqualify them. I think they just sent them a message with the rules, and Redline figured out.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah.
I'm disappointed that they didn't just outright DQ them, but I also can respect the fact they gave them the choice.
Yeah, but the other hand is as well is Redline is maybe the best ambassador for the platform. So I think by doing this, they keep their relationship intact, and because if they piss off Redline by straight up just kicking them out, I don't know if that's something that will work out in the future as well for the platform. I think this is really wise for them to do, to just send them the message, sorry, this is not by the rules, just please leave, and
Yeah, have a conversation.
respect them the next time.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? At that point, it also gives them the ability. They
Get
can,
behind, by the way.
yeah, they can enroll for the next race
Yeah,
and just not do that tactic, and they're good.
Car right.
yeah, exactly. I don't think that they did that, right? Or
Probably not. It's not televised.
yeah,
There's no prestige in it. And
yeah, probably the competition is kind of for them as well.
yeah, when you're at that level, yeah.
yeah.
When you can win 1/3 of the major events, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I was really glad after I heard about that drama, knowing that Max wasn't officially on the team, because can you imagine the headlines? Max Verstappen.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I thought Max Verstappen would otherwise lash out to iRacing. I don't think that he will do that, but yeah. The
1 week
You're right.
after ramming George Russell
Yeah.
off the track,
Yeah,
Max Verstappen
yeah.
caught cheating in an
he's
esports
cheating.
event.
yeah.
How
Yeah,
low
that's
can he go?
Yep.
Cheating on his wife, or well, not wife, but on his
Almost.
newborn baby's mama.
Yeah.
So, oh, they're back. The team behind us had like left for a while. Maybe they were.
Yeah.
I don't know if they disconnected or what, but
I don't know. They have been in and out of the pits all the time.
you know, this is the most stress-free driving. Dude, when I did my first stint, I basically, you had just joined right as I had told everybody. I'm like, I'm scared to death. Every time I talk, I'm gonna make a mistake. Let me, please be quiet. I just need to focus. Don't talk to me. You can say stuff important, but don't talk to me.
Yep.
I'm just gonna ignore you. Dude, I spent the whole hour and a half like not saying a word.
Yeah, but I can totally imagine. This track is absolutely demanding. And if you do, let's say Spa for instance, you're in kind of flow or something where you know where to brake for each corner, etc. But this is just requires every attention in the world. So yeah, I totally agree. So did you completely stop with Simcade racing, or?
Yeah, so part of the business plan included a partnership with Swelly Almedo.
Yeah, you
He,
told me. Yeah.
When we were in December, there was a couple of deals that were made. Number one, they haven't hit the market yet, but we got access to exclusive actuators for a motion system that are 3 times the travel of D-Box for half the price.
Yep.
And we had that exclusive relationship. We ended up getting a commitment that basically said that we were the only people allowed to sell it in North America.
Yep.
And then right behind that, and this we're talking about hours, by the way. This happened in hours. Right behind that, we got a deal with. We happen to know the lady that controls products for Micro Center, which is a major electronics store in the U.S.
Yeah.
They have about 100 locations in the U.S. We showed it to her, and she agreed. She goes, I would like to have those in my store.
Yeah.
So the message that we came up with is she wanted 4 units in every store. So the units are like $5,000, right? So that's 4 times 100 times 5,000.
Yeah.
Left side, clear.
So that happened. Where they're actually going through the process right now of if you sell a consumer electronic product, you have to have a certain certification to basically say I'm not going to catch a house on fire.
Yeah.
So that's about to complete, and then it's going into the stores here soon.
Left side,
Late dive,
clear.
but okay. Let me get on the straight.
Yeah, sure.
So the funny part about that conversation was I helped introduce that conversation to happen.
Yep.
Well, after that, are you familiar with Podium 1?
I believe I just saw a video of Swelio with Podium 1.
Yeah, so
With those motion sim rigs.
So they're a turnkey. They're the largest turnkey provider in the U.S.
Yeah.
And they had to buy all of their motion platforms that were D-Box through a company called Advanced Sim Racing in Canada. So every time they made a sale, they had to pay their competitor part of the profits. Well, needless to say, if you're the biggest company in the country, you don't want to be paying a competitor for your services. So they got wind of our motion platform, and they came over to try it. Well, when they came over to try it, they instantly fell in love with it, and they instantly wanted to talk. So what they ended up doing is Swelio at the time had signed up for IMSA, the full season of TCR.
Yeah.
Which cost about $400,000, and he didn't actually have that money. So he was still looking for a major sponsor. Well, Podium 1 came up and said, we'll sponsor you. Oh, yay, great. High five, yay. And I told him, I'm like, you realize they're effectively buying your company, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think he got it. And then a couple of weeks later, when they started actually talking through contracts, guess what part of the contract was? Non-compete. They also had to get the rights to be able to be the provider for those motion platforms.
Yeah, okay.
So for $400,000, they effectively bought his company without buying his company.
Yeah.
And I told Swelio, I'm like, dude, your company is valued higher than $400,000 based off prospect alone. You started we literally opened doors in August, and 5 months later, you've already sold this many units. You've already done this. Like, the potential for your growth is very recognizable. Like, your company's worth more than this. And yeah, he basically took the deal, and that was it. So,
what a bummer.
Yeah, so part of my plan was attaching to that name and being able to really weaponize it.
Car on your left.
Yeah.
Clear.
That was gone, and then at the time I was looking, there weren't a lot of sim centers open. Hey Cam, there weren't a lot of sim centers open, so there wasn't a good place to get data from as far as revenue.
Yeah.
And as we were going through this process, a whole bunch were opening, like 16 different locations opened in that year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. None
Wow.
of them were doing well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, all things considered, we just like decided, you know what, it's already bad enough, let's cut the bleeding, move on.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's unfortunate. Would have been nice to have it worked out for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, unfortunate timing, we had been, so my other company, we had been nursing, I don't want to say certain details, but we had been nursing a relationship for about 2 years. And the whole point of that relationship was we were supposed to get certain licensing and rights and access to code. So we could use it to do our own thing in a certain direction. And we had investors lined up to piggyback off of it and help push it forward. We were basically just working with the owner of that company. And we had been working together for 2 years because we had to wait for a certain contract item to clear out before we were legally allowed to proceed. And then that contract item cleared out at the beginning of May.
Okay.
And before the end of May, he decided he had a gut feeling and he wasn't going to move forward.
Oh.
And he's well within his rights to do that. So on one hand, no hard feelings. On the other hand, we invested 2 years of our time not making revenue.
Sucks.
And it's just gone. So, no hard feelings to the guy, but that wasn't an amazing
ideal
place to be. Yeah.
No.
So we basically were planning on disbanding the company.
Okay.
And right at the end of disbanding, I started freelancing while I was applying for jobs.
Yeah.
And as I was freelancing, I started trying to think of different ways that I could, the buzzword, right? The different ways I could use the word AI in my development that I was doing. And I was like, okay, I need to be able to ask for, I need to be able to compete without asking for an hourly rate, because if you go on some of the freelance sites, an hourly rate, you're competing against the globe. A lot of those guys will do it for $10 an hour. Like, it's not worth my time to do it for $10 an hour. So I came up with a strategy that allowed me to attach to revenue coming in, and I could prove an ROI of, hey, if you buy my product, I will 9x your return. And I got some data to back it up. And it started really taking off. So I went back to my partners for that other thing and said, hey, I can do this solo, but I have a feeling you guys can make it a lot easier on me. So I'm willing to humor bringing y'all into what I'm doing if you guys can find a way to supply value. So this all happened within the last 2 weeks, by the way.
Yeah, you told me that about. Was it with a lot of students or something? Was it 1,000 students or 100?
Yeah, 400 or 4,000. Excuse me.
4,000. Yeah.
Yeah, so that took off. So I ended up finding out what his major need was. And he was basically saying, man, if you could do this for me, like, this would be, like, game-changing. Like, this is the best call I've ever had in my life. Like, this would be amazing. Within a day, I sent him an email with a video that says, it's working. Here's how it works. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And so that guy is, like, blowing a gasket of... He's like so over the top. He's like, we can use it for this, we can use it for that. And he's like sending us all these really incredibly good ideas.
Yeah.
Like really good ideas. And every single thing he sent across, I could do. I could do all of them. Each and every single one of those items I could do in less than a week. And they're all quality. And they can all be sold independently, and they can all be sold together. So my big thing is,
Left side.
instead
Clear.
of paying a fee for the job, I told my guys, I'm like, we're bringing them revenue every single month. Let's make it a subscription.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we're going to be charging about $1,000 a month for a product that costs us $165 to run, and that $165 can handle multiple clients.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's something that can scale. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I can't tell you how optimistic I am about this because it's so easy and it's so repeatable.
Yeah. Oh, good for you. Good for you. It's nice to hear that it's working out after the disappointment of maybe Simcade.
Well, Simcade and the other business.
Yeah.
I mean, I was making I was making enough money to pay the bills, but I wasn't adding to our bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that we were like that for 2 years, and now that income's also gone, right? So like that was, as a husband, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I can understand.
But
you want to take care of your family.
Yeah. But yeah, I have to say, like, me and my wife both are just staring at this opportunity and going, holy shit, it's happening. Like, I had told her at the beginning when I started doing the work, I'm like, I think I have something. Like, I think this is going to work. And then I got my first customer, and I was like, they responded so well to it. And it was just such a good experience. I'm like, I think I've got something. So I decided to go into 2 niches specifically, and it really worked. So
nice.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely.
Or I'm talking so much, but let's just say I would feel so exonerated if after the last 2 years, if this actually pays off and works.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I really hope it will. Would be nice. Can't tell you enough how thankful I am that you're taking over. I'm really exhausted.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'm sorry,
No,
but
don't worry. I did it to myself.
I would have been happy to have woken up earlier. I just assumed you'd have Tom with you.
No, but this was completely perfect. This was. I would have done another stint, so yeah.
Honestly, in a weird way, I'm kind of enjoying it. So
I'm happy that you do.
the car doesn't brake very well, but outside of that, like, the car feels amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually enjoying just tossing it around.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so the other niches that we went into before the real estate thing started taking off was I found a way to do really well at most industries, doing lead generation and collections. And the response that we were getting from it was scaling proportionately to the amount of money that we put into it. So I was able to, on a couple of use cases, prove that I could consistently give you a certain return on your ROI. Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't use acronyms. Return on investment.
I do understand what it is.
Okay, sorry.
I have a lot of things to do with ROIs, etc.
Okay, yeah, but I proved like it will translate to the amount of money you're putting in. And so when I show that data, people tend to just jump at it. They're like, yeah, let's give it a go. And I give them a discounted rate for the first month. Be like, if it works, you pay me this rate and you sign up. If it doesn't work, you pay me this rate and you walk away. No problem. And it's such a low risk that they just take it.
If you have a good product, then that will always work.
Yep. And so far it's worked.
Nice one.
Hey, Thomas. Thanks, Thomas. Cam and Thomas.
Is he responding on YouTube? Or?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, okay.
So let me know if y'all need any collections. Y'all are software development, so I don't imagine you do, but oh shit. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, a lot of these companies, like, I started targeting companies that were only 1 to 10 people. And most of them, you know, they don't know technology, they don't know what's out there, they don't know these things, so they just write off their collections as a loss, or they sell their collections to a company who buys it for like 10% of the value, and then the collection company takes it over. So I was like, no, you can keep it, you can keep all of it, you just pay me a monthly subscription. That tends to work out kind of nice.
Yeah, that's smart.
About that.
Did Thomas join via Reddit, or did someone of you know Thomas already?
No, Cam I think did a post on the iRacing forums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tom was quick. He was amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's right.
Tom and Cam are joining and instantly noticing how slow I am. They don't know that the engine is borked. They're like, 925s, man, he is slow.
Yeah. Sorry that you have to explain yourself. That's up to me as well.
Yeah. It's all good. Honestly, I haven't had this much fun on this track ever. This is I'm glad I took over this stud.
Yeah, cool.
I think it was that curve right there that, if I'm not mistaken, that Tom touched. And he barely touched it. It was nothing. It looked like a net code hit.
Yeah, what's this? Oh.
Or maybe it was
okay, you're fine.
Oh, the guy behind me spun too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was GT3. I think he hit the brakes or something when he saw you spinning and then just spun out himself.
Shit. I just got so lucky.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
Crew chief says no damage.
Ah,
Dude.
yep, this track.
Well, I
No
can't
room
blame
for-
the engine
no-
for that.
No, no margin for error. What happened?
I touched the curb.
Ah, okay.
I think I was fixating because I was talking about Tom's curb, and I got fixated
Oh, yeah.
and touched my own curb. But basically, Tom did a lighter version of that. Like he just barely glanced the curb, and it just sent him flying. And what's crazy is he didn't even hit the wall that hard. He barely touched the wall. But it was
Instant meatball.
yeah, 9 minutes of repairs.
Yep.
Oh shit. Let's not do that, guys. Oh man. I made a mess.
Right side. Clear on the right.
That was not good on my part. I was gonna lift and let them by, and then the GT3 went side by side,
Yeah,
and
I
it
saw,
was like,
yeah.
well, now I can't lift. Cam says it's a GP2 engine.
Yeah. Is Cam not sleeping?
I think he probably woke up to be here for the end of the race.
No, I just saw you absolutely just skip your way into the wall.
Yeah, Jason destroyed the engine.
No, I didn't. Shut up.
I only just saw the one that happened like moments ago. I don't know about the. I did hear you talk about your GP2 engine, but
Cam's GP2,
I don't know exactly what
or
happened.
Brahms GP2 engine, not mine.
Yeah, Cam already knows it.
yeah,
He came by earlier.
yeah, I came by. I saw that Tom left, and I was like, okay, I'll come take a look. But man, I was so tired, and I'm still pretty tired, but I can't miss this, you know.
This is the most fun I've had driving on this track right now.
Well, good. Make the most of it.
And I killed some poor innocent GT3 behind me who sympathy spun.
How many stints did you end up doing, bro? After I left, did you have to do like a triple stint?
No, definitely not. No.
Okay,
So,
good.
I'm not really sure when you left, but
It's probably like almost 3 hours ago, if not more.
yeah. So I did a stint and a half. I believe that it's one stint is 1.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did 1.5 stint, and then Jason came by and said,
Oh, thank God. Sorry.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
so tired. I'm sorry.
Nah, no, don't worry, man. I felt responsible for the whole mess, so I was like, I'm just going to do this. But then Jason came and heard me crying and said, "Oh no, I'm going to take over from here."
Right
Yeah, you
side.
figured he was just sleeping watching the stream. Jason, wake up.
Yeah.
Clear on the
Yeah,
right.
Jason came right in time. He had a good feeling about this. I had like one lap to go, and then he said, "Oh, should I take over?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, if you want."
Did you manage to get some sleep in, Jason?
Yeah. Who's that guy messaging me?
Car on your left.
It says sorry
Clear.
mistakes were made from our side as well.
Don't know.
I don't know what happened.
Is it in the sim? Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know what they could possibly be referencing. We didn't have
Yeah,
this,
maybe the moment with GT3 and GT4, and maybe they are watching your stream and you commentating on, oh man, that was on me, and maybe the GT3 or the GT4 is saying, sorry, it's on me as well.
Bro, nobody
I'm
watches
just-
my stream.
Was it the guy that decided
You're
to...
way more popular than you think, Jason.
Was it the guy that copied you, who just followed your spin immediately after you did?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe you don't notice, but I am calling some people names while you're driving, so to upset some. Nah, kidding. I'm not typing to anyone. But I have no idea who this guy is. But Ken, have you ever seen what happened with my crash, or?
You know what? I only could see it through Jason's stream, and during those conditions, it was kind of difficult because it was pretty zoomed out.
Yeah. Okay. At least
where
I had called. I don't know how to call that, but it was. I was going uphill on the section with. Yeah, what section is that? Sector 4 or 5 something? I don't know. I don't know the names, but yeah, when you go downhill and then uphill, going over a curb, and then the turn keeps going left, and then yeah. I don't know how to explain this in a better way.
I feel like you just described the entire track.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's still unfortunate, but I think this was bound to happen in this car at some point.
The most unfortunate thing was I had just a false sense of confidence. I was running really quick in comparison to the first two, and I was just continuing that flow. And
yeah,
I came out of the pits with a full tank and cold tires. And
right here by chance?
Sorry?
Was it this corner?
No. No, not this. And then I just hit a puddle in the middle of the track. It was just a really small puddle, but that unsettled the car going up, and I just had no chance of stopping the car from there.
Yeah.
So I tried to lift a bit to make sure I had the grip, and then trying to stop again, and then I was just hitting a larger puddle because I was going off sync, and yeah, the rest is history. I just crashed into the barriers and had motor damage or engine damage, and that cost us 45 minutes of repairs. It was just super unfortunate. If I had a meatball of 8 minutes or something, I think we would still be P3 or something. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, 45 minutes is quite a bit.
Yeah, and the engine is still not recovered, so I did 820s or something, and Jason's running like 925s.
Oh yeah, Jason, I don't know if you saw on the Garage 61 Discord bot thing, but I think it's crediting all of the fast laps for you.
Yeah, I'm amazing.
So you did at 9 minute 12.1 previously this
Dude,
race.
I'm so freaking good. I'm a specialist for racing.
Yeah, you should do this more often.
Yeah.
The weapon. Ben Collins.
It's a shame that it ended like this, because we had in my opinion, we had a great team together.
Well, minus me.
Nah.
No.
Including you.
You were necessary for this experiment.
Right side, clear.
One of these days, I might actually be decent at this track.
I think it's soon.
Dude, remember when this started? I messaged you. I'm like, all right, I'm running 936. I think I can get down to a 28. I had no idea that 14s was the real goal. I just assumed that I was already killing it, and that was like as good as I was gonna get.
Clear on the right.
You're like, wow, this.
Talking about a false sense of confidence.
Well, I thought I was really blistering. I thought I was like really hammering it.
When in doubt, look at Garage 61, and then you'll feel bad about yourself.
No.
Yeah, I don't even know how that Garage 56 team, or no, 56 racing team, how they're doing a 909. That's ridiculous to me.
Well, it was
Yeah,
one driver that did that.
The thing is, they as well had a lot of incidents. So that Theo that did a 909, he crashed as well in a really bad manner.
There's
Yeah.
still another team on the same lap as us.
Yeah, that is the team. That is that team.
I think they're far ahead now, and then there's Langstrecken Freunde. I don't even know what the heck that means.
I was in front of them, but since the engine is just not delivering anymore, they were just going through, going by me and just disappearing in the distance.
Yeah.
Because this car does not have more pace than. I think if you're going to drive it, you can maybe go to a 918 or something, but it's definitely not faster than that.
Yeah, it's not possible to get under 928.9.
Really, it's that much slower.
Yeah, I'm driving it to its absolute limit right now.
Wow.
It's all she
Yeah,
can give.
This thing is feeling it.
Nah, I think really it's like 4 seconds slower than normal. Because I did my whole stint in about the same lap times, and I felt I did not really did that many mistakes, and I just did 920s all the time, every lap. Then it was a 919, 920, 921, but there was definitely not much more in it. For me at least. So, since I was like 2 or 3 seconds off your pace.
Big Joe just hopped in.
Hey Joe.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. Just kind of
morning.
listening. How'd everything work out?
It didn't.
Yeah, did. Sorry, Joe.
No, no worries. It was fun race regardless.
Yeah, I tried my best, but
All good.
sad thing is, it's just if you have one moment that you get caught off, then it's done.
Yeah, that is true. Did not take much in that weather.
Nope. And I was going into the barriers with the engine first, and that did not help. So the whole engine was done after that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I can't go faster than 929.
not enough power.
Nope.
She be doing.
It was a lot faster, but then Jason decided to hammer it even more.
Hey, shut up! I walked away with 0 damage from that.
No, that's what you're thinking.
It's all about how you put it into the wall that matters. Just ask Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
So hey Jason, as right now, it looks like I'm winning the incident count. I think this is my first.
Oh, you
No,
mean the
usually
lowest?
Yeah.
Wait, even lower than me?
Even lower than you.
Wow. Well, this has been a rough stint. I'm gonna claim I took avoiding action.
Is this your third stint?
Second.
Second stint.
Yeah. Joe was merciful enough to take over the 2 last night.
Yeah, he was killing it.
It worked out. It was definitely interesting driving in the wet with the slicks for a couple laps.
Yeah.
Oh, I was concerned that Braun was going to be driving like 50 laps on his own after I left, but no, it looks like it was kept to a reasonable amount. Oh,
I
that's
cried
good.
for about 25, so that was a bit that was distracting me. So that's fine.
Yeah, Tom stepped in for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tom helped out immensely.
Yeah, Yeah, Tom popped into YouTube chat about 20 minutes ago or something.
Oh, nice. When did the weather eventually clear up?
Let me think. I think it was after our repairs. We did one stint on the wets, and then after that we took the dries.
Really rained for a while.
Yeah, not the tracks stayed wet for a long time because it was not really that well. Sun was not coming through, and it was still early, so.
Ah, gotcha. So the call to go to slicks took a while.
Yeah.
Did you guys have to drive in the wet on the slicks, or
Nope.
just completely dry?
No, it was. No, not really, not really. I think we stayed out on the wets longer than average. So
Yeah.
we were already P6 by that time, and not really much to gain and to lose. So yeah, it was better for us to run a bit longer on the wets and then do a pit stop, and I could take over from Tom, and Tom left, and then we had a clear couple of pit stops to do with the full tank, so yeah. That was the plan for, well, reducing damage.
Well, it worked out. The car is still moving, right?
The car's still moving, yeah.
I can fix that.
Yeah.
Jason, did you end up running the MX500 last year?
No.
The Martinsville? No.
Honestly, it happened on a weekend when I didn't realize it was even happening, so I missed it.
Oh, gosh.
I would have done it just for the laugh.
I'm looking through the special events calendar right now, and it just sprung to mind.
For that just being a special event race, I can't fathom in my mind being like, yeah, I'll pay 25 grand to go do that.
Yeah. That race was kind of ridiculous in real life, Martinsville.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, but that's not where I put my money.
Yeah, no. Money has meaning to you, no.
way, I appreciate the pair of you picking those stints last night. Because of this, my wife's schedule this next month. Last night was like the last night I was basically going to see her for the next month. So it was cool.
Oh, wow.
It was cool to be able to take 3 hours.
Yeah, of course.
That's nice. That's nice.
Who knows? This is sleep-deprived 11-year-old behind us.
Yeah, I was going to point that out, that the 11-year-old ended up, looks like they're going to win.
Win TCR.
Yeah, and it looks like they're it's the World of Racing partnered with Samantha Tan Racing as well. Except the goofy livery is kind of telling me otherwise.
Look at that, I'm such a great driver that I actually managed to squeeze out a 24 in a car that can't go faster than 29.
What's your fastest lap this race?
Nice.
19.4, 19.5, something like that.
Go get it.
I can't, the car won't do it.
Turn faster.
Turns out if I do that, it definitely don't go faster. Honestly, I'm just putting around. I'm not trying to do anything silly. Last few laps.
Yeah, the problem is I tried not to do something silly as well, but ended up being doing something silly.
That happens.
Is this the last lap?
Where the
It's winner then
GT3s.
next. I think I saw the white. Let me see. Might be next one.
I don't think the GT3s have seen the white flag yet.
Did you get some sleep, Joe? Or...
He was definitely able to get some sleep, which was nice. He
Ah,
ended
cool.
up going to bed at like 3:30 or something like that. 3:40, so yeah, definitely late.
Ah, no.
Worth it staying up for the all the rain and all that. That was good to see.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, yeah. How about you guys after your stint last night, or early morning for you?
Yeah, I did get not the best, but
Good.
I was not expecting
hours.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of hours, but yeah, I had some trouble going into sleep. Still some adrenaline left, and
Car on your left. Clear.
I don't know how about you, but I always have some trouble sleeping straight after my stints.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit, definitely.
Definitely feels like a chore. Like I want to watch.
Yeah, that. But if I'm just going try to sleep, I'm just overthinking everything and how it is and how it that. And
Yep.
yeah.
Left side. Clear.
Mine is still running.
almost just saw P1 get murdered.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He like swerved to the left and the P-cup almost just rear-ended him because he did something unpredictable.
It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, we learned that last year.
Yeah, for
Thank
real.
you, Cam.
I am not getting this reference. What happened last year?
Remember with like
Oh,
two
that-
laps to go, there was a lap
Forza.
car and P2 in front of us, and they ended up bottling it like in this corner on the exit,
Yeah.
and we came within inches of smashing them.
Oh yeah, I think I was driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hair raising.
We had damn near a full lap advantage on P2 and almost died.
Three.
With like 3 laps to go.
But Joe and Cam, do you do any iRacing besides the this event then?
Yeah, I've kind of been out of it for a little while, but I'm getting back into it this like past month or so, month and a half.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be in the Discord for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Some other races would be good to do. Couple coming up, and yeah, it's general sprint stuff too.
Yeah.
And it'll last about 4 hours.
So Cam, you prefer a slow car? I'm not sure if that's the correct meaning of it. But...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He
I'm
means
kind
you
of
suck.
open.
Oh my god, we almost just saw him die.
Oh,
Did you see that?
yeah.
What were they thinking?
I see no reason to check up that much. You're just asking to be blown to bits.
wow. Yeah, someone's gotta tell that kid just stay on one side.
Dude, he could have made that corner easily before the pickup got there.
Yeah.
He was braking. I don't know why he was braking.
Yeah, isn't that flat for the GCRs?
It's definitely
Gotta be
flat
very
where he
close.
was braking.
Yeah.
Flat where he was supposed to be, like, definitely flat. He was braking way early into that corner. That was crazy.
What kind of cars do you prefer then, Joe, to drive?
I am a big fan of the GT4s.
Ah, okay.
GT3s are great.
Yep.
LMP2s.
The GT3s are getting a new tire model in new season.
Oh yeah. Should be interesting.
Yeah. James Baldwin made a video about it, and he was really, big fan of it.
Watch that.
Okay, I did see that. I think I added that to my watch list for later.
Yeah. I checked it out, and it made me, hyped for the new season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I already let you go by once, man. You can't just...
You should just like brake really hard on the entry to a flat out corner.
No.
This car doesn't
No.
have flat out in corners.
If you nail it just right, maybe. With the porked engine, it might be flat out. Are you still able to gap the TCRs with the messed up engine?
Yep.
He is definitely sleep deprived, the 11-year-old. By the way, I think he's been moving. I don't know why he broke like that.
So that's not
Crazy.
the 11-year-old, just to be clear.
Oh, okay.
The 11-year-old's 4.9K. He's
Gotcha,
flashing
gotcha.
me. You dude, you're the idiot. I let you by already. He flashed me. And I'm sure as
I
hell
wonder
not
what
gonna let you buy here, of all places.
I wonder what happened to our TCR friend from earlier in the race, Jason. That was just really upset over that clean overtake.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny that we overtook him the same way twice.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
There we go.
Well, enjoy.
So I can crash it now with no consequence.
I think that is the case, yeah.
Do you have the iRacing achievement for winning? Well, I guess we're not winning, but finishing the race in reverse.
No. How is that not a black flag?
You're not doing anything wrong, right?
Yes, you are.
No, you don't go around the circuit in the wrong way. You go to the finish line and then cross it in reverse. You're just pointing the wrong way.
Yeah,
I
but
believe
to
it-
point the wrong way, at some point you have to drive the wrong way unless you just do a J-turn.
No, you just do it the little 3-point turn and reverse across the finish line. You're good.
Yeah, I don't need an achievement that bad.
Yes, you do. You don't only know that you need it that bad.
To be honest, I don't even know which one of the two lines at this track is the start-finish line.
It's like right near the pit limit line, pit entry, but like not in the pit lane, obviously.
This feels like something that's better to do at week 13.
Instead of a 24-hour race. At least we will memorize this race if we get disqualified on the last lap and the last meter.
Are there any other big dramas throughout the race at the end?
Not really.
Business as usual.
Yeah,
The rain really shook everything up with a lot of teams.
yeah.
Hasn't.
You know the team, Joe. They did the 909, right? That Tio guy.
Yeah.
You remember him? They had a couple of big errors in the rain as well. So they just ended up behind us on my last stint. But yeah, because of our engine is crap,
Wow.
we're like 4 or 5 seconds off of the usual pace. So they just overtook us again. But they had a lot of incidents as well. Or
Yeah.
as well, they had a lot of incidents. So that
Wow.
Tio guy was quick, but in the rain he overstepped his boundaries as well.
Yeah. Not hard to do in those conditions.
Yeah.
This guy's still flashing you.
Nah. At his last lap, he's got no one near him. He can sit behind me the whole fucking way as far as I'm concerned. I already let him by. I don't feel guilty. I would like to prove I can do less than a 9-minute 30. Getting awful
They had-
ballsy for a guy that like broke on a straightaway.
Not to distract you in any way. Oh, here, I'll let you get on the street.
Do you want me to go for lap record? Got it.
No, I don't know if you can see in the rearview mirror. He's got like mirrored text on there. I think it says like Golira or something, like misspelling gorilla. He's all up on your ass. I was wondering if it was even visible.
Probably my FOV.
Oh, you got that like space warp FOV.
Not quite, but close.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Guys, I only have 2 laps of fuel. What do we do?
You brake on the straightaway.
I shouldn't be doing that. I should just park on the apex.
Catastrophe.
It's a little smack on the head. That's how you take a wood curve.
I don't know why I just parked there.
Looks like the leader was in the pits for a splash or something.
Must be nice.
So, the pickup team that I was talking about earlier from my other team, the local team, they are running in P2. They were running in P3, but P1, 3 laps before the end, destroyed that car.
Wait a second. Pro Sport? What happened to them?
No, it's in another split. So there's in the third split,
Okay.
they run the pickup, and P1 in their split
Yeah.
was leading the whole race, and they just crashed 3 laps before the end.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah,
Are they close enough ahead to where they can overtake them?
yeah. They already
Right
overtook
side,
them.
clear.
Oh,
But
nice.
so they're P2 right now. No, they're P2.
Oh, okay.
They were P3. But that's just really sour. If you just leading the race for like 23 hours and then you decide in the last hours, okay, it's enough.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still, that's a good finish for them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Me too. That's really awesome.
Yeah. In the pickup in the rain, no major incidents.
Looks like most people have finished. Leader finished, they were doing donuts in the pits.
In the pits.
Yeah. And everyone else is doing the donuts.
Sounds like they're going to be banned from the track. All right, and break.
I have 3 P1s behind me. Look at that.
You should start weaving.
Time to shine.
They will remember my name.
Yeah. Jason Burke is the name.
Blaze your own trail.
That's why nobody will remember you.
Yeah, boy.
We made it. We made it.
Race done.
There's the flag. It's over.
All right, donuts.
Great job. You did really well.
Gonna go make your way to the parking lot over here.
There's the donut area.
Where do we
Yeah,
park
turn the
up?
traction off.
Well, thanks a lot, guys, for your support. Sorry for
Thank you.
ruining this, the podium chances.
I can't believe it hit Porsches.
Oh no, that isn't okay.
Mike with the old birdie coming going for here.
Better luck next time. Yeah, I really enjoyed the race with you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's good enough. Huh?
You know, we need to do this more often.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm getting a little busy.
I'm flabbergasted you have not hit a single person yet.
Dude, I'm in control. It takes finesse.
One guy moved out of the way.
I don't know, but for my like far chase, like spotting you, this is disorienting.
Yeah.
Change the TV mode. P6, baby!
Celebration.
Hey, we went 24 hours without getting smashed.
Yes, I
by
want to
P6.
take the picture because I have to leave.
Yeah, that's too much.
At least we can
Let's
say we
park
did
up
it to
next to Harry.
ourselves.
Engine temp high. What does that mean?
You ever do this to your engine with the IRL one, Joe?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep,
I'm
it'll
so
do it.
good at donuts.
It looks like the P cups are parked, I think, in order. You should just go ruin their photo up.
Well, I am. What do you think I'm doing?
The engine's still going. And
Not for
tires
long.
not-
Not for long.
yeah.
Is the PCR going to try to do some reverse donuts?
Dude, I guarantee you nobody can do a donut this good. This is pretty impressive.
Pushing up there's trying now.
My hazards are turned on, by the way. They're blinking. Oh, I'm hearing you sputter.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more than tire smoke.
Oh shoot. You blew.
You blew the engine.
Hey guys, I'm gonna need a push. Somebody push me in a circle.
Someone give them direction.
Wow. That is fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask my teammate.
How did you start there?
Well, we can at least say we both blew the engine today, Jason.
Did you end up having to tow, Brum?
Yeah, I didn't want
Oh,
to
yeah.
ruin anyone else's race, and there was black smoke coming out of the engine, and I was
Yeah.
missing one wheel, so yeah, I
Oh,
decided
yeah.
to just tow.
Yeah, towing was definitely the right call then. I can't
Yeah.
imagine going for the tricycle through the rain.
Yeah, but I didn't want to risk ruining
think that
someone
should
else's
do it,
race.
right?
That would I would,
Yeah, that would
really
feel
feel
worse.
Probably.
yeah, bad about it.
Good race.
I tried it for 2 corners, and
A
it
really
just
good
didn't
recovery
want
to you
turn,
guys,
and I was
Aaron.
like, okay, yeah, this is just a risk for
Yeah, thanks. mate.
Everyone.
other
Something went
races,
wrong
yeah.
and I lost the lap on
Yeah.
lap 2 already.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that on your Discord.
But I must say,
Really
I never
unfortunate.
ever had
Well, I mean, you
had
made up for it.
Pit service time of 45.
Oh, if I was crashed out, whichever way you want to look at it.
Oh wow. You just did the urgent stuff and then got killed.
Good race, guys.
How long was it in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I can go through one.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. It was the only incident with the pit time, but yeah, it was enough to completely win the race.
So let's see. Spot 24. When is that? July?
Yeah, July.
The way I see William finished 2 spots away from yourself.
Yeah, that's good news. Yeah, I'm going to hop off and enjoy some time with the family.
I think I better join you.